We're live now?
Yes, we are
Okay.
live. Hey everyone, how are you?
Hello.
Hey
I should have
Tony.
prepared something to say, but I didn't.
Yeah, we are live with the weekend reading sprints that we are doing. How
Yep.
much reading did you get done, Tony?
I've read 4 volumes and a novella and listened to some of the audiobook I was listening to. So I have read for 6 hours and 7 minutes of my 24 hours, which I
That's
feel like
really
I'm
good.
behind, but there's time.
I, I kind of feel like I'm behind, but I kind of feel like I'm on schedule. If you, I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be at 11, halfway. Are we halfway right now?
Yes, technically.
Yes. So I've only read like 6.5, but if I read 6 today, which I think I can do, then I'm all caught up. So
Hmm.
I'm like kind of 5 behind, but if I read 6 today, then I'm good. So yeah, it all depends on if I fall back asleep or not, like I did yesterday. Hey, kitty
Hello,
cat, how
kitty
are
cat.
you? And Tony's timer. I love it. But yeah, weird. Did you want to do like a long sprint and then do like a medium one after, like just to kick us off, like a long one?
Sure, what do you consider a long sprint?
Anything over 30 minutes.
Okay. Because I watch booktube reading sprints and they go for like an hour a sprint. So
Did you want to go all out and do like
we
the
could
first
do,
one?
want to do 40 minutes for the first one?
Let's do 45. Let's just go all out.
Okay. We're
But yeah,
exercising our
I'm going
attention
to
span.
be. I read the first chapter in this before I passed out, so I'm gonna continue in Boys Abyss, Volume 4. Which my thoughts are, I'm hating it with a passion, but in the best way possible. So
And I just
yes.
hated it. Hi, Chloe.
Hey Chloe,
I said
what
hi,
are
kitty
you?
cat in my brain. I don't remember if I said it out loud, so I'll say it again. Hi, kitty cat.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay.
What are you reading, Tony?
I am reading, I think I'm going to finish The Tree of Death. I just reread the first volume just before starting these sprints, so I'd like to finish this. I'm already kind of upset, I guess, because the first volume just sets up like this really long story, is what I think it's going to set up. And then obviously it's only 3 volumes. So I don't know how they could possibly cover everything they wanted to, but it's fine. I'll live.
Was it supposed to be like maybe they thought it was supposed to be longer and then it got cut
It
short?
I don't know if it got canceled or what. It just feels like the first volume felt like it was setting up a longer story, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens in these two.
I mean, I heard good things about it. I didn't hear anyone say it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was cut short. So,
I heard some people say it was rushed at the end, but they were
oh,
just
did
trying to
you?
do, yeah, but
Yeah. I only heard, like, well, I only heard it. Two different people said they really liked the ending. So,
hmm,
fingers
well,
crossed.
we'll see. I did say hello. That's funny. So last night, my cats kept me up like all night. They kept waking me up, so I am also sleep deprived.
And I slept through my alarm. So, we're doing great.
Very well prepared for our own readathon.
Yes. But, I mean, we're going to get the point done and get a whole bunch of reading done. So, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I have a stack of books next to me. I don't know how long we're going. We have planned nothing. So
You did tell me that we were going to do a lot less talking and a lot more reading. So that was the plan. So we actually did come prepared.
we did.
We we came prepared. We're just completely both out of it.
I'll be fine once I start reading, maybe.
I'll be fine once I get some coffee.
Hi, Gavin. I never sleep through alarms. I can't do it. I wake up to everything.
Yeah, I took a sleeping pill, so I think that might be why I'm just And well, I worked
Okay.
last night, so I got off at like 9 o'clock, and then I went grocery shopping, and then I went to bed at like 10, and I took a sleeping pill at 10. So that's like
Hmm.
that's up for like 2.5 hours on a sleeping pill. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Uh, I'm surprised I woke up. So
When it was getting to like 8 minutes before, I was like, am I gonna have to invite somebody else just so I'm not here by myself,
I
just in
would
case
feel
you didn't
so
show up?
awful if I did that to you.
That would
But
have been
yeah,
funny though.
did you want to go for 45 minutes?
Sure, I have to do this again. Share screen. You can tell. If anybody doesn't know, this is my second time live streaming, so it will be fine.
It's
I want
okay. It's like my
full
100th
tone.
time live streaming, and you're still better than mine. So you're all good.
How do you do that?
I have no idea.
Willpower.
Well, normally I can wake right up. Like normally I'll do like one shift after the other and just go like 24 hours and then pull another 16 and just keep going. But I think I'm just getting old and now I can't. My body's like, nope, you're done. You can't do that.
Yeah, I can't do that. All right. What is everybody in the chat reading? I forgot we have to.
We are so
like
rude. Marg is so much better. She's always like, "What's everyone reading?" Yeah. Oh, Marg is actually in the chat. I missed that. I'm sorry.
That was from before,
Oh, is it?
I think.
I'll
She
be a
left that
little late.
comment
Okay.
earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, H. Phil.
What happened? I don't know what that means or what the context is to that comment.
And Toni not knowing something. That's insane.
Well, that's because I've been reading.
Miss Google over there.
I've been reading. I can't be on Google when I'm reading.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just I have an insomnia where I can't sleep at all. So I'm kind of a little bit addicted to the sleeping pill. So I wouldn't even have gotten the 2 hours if I didn't take it. So I'm at least thankful for that.
I can't bring myself to read anything tonight. Well, you can just sit and stare at us. That's what people do when they watch reading sprints, right? They just stare at people.
Yeah. We can have like what we do on Sundays, like productive sprints where we do whatever we're doing.
Like productivity sprints, yeah.
Yeah, productivity sprints.
Sounds like that's what Chloe's doing.
Writing reviews.
Scannable Volume 2, Chloe? Because you've already read Volume 1, right?
I have a huge manga order coming. It has Manhole in it, the best BL. It has it has Cannibal for me to try. It has that Trillion game Volume 1. I'm gonna do a try one video of a whole bunch of seinens. I'm very
Oh, I
excited.
forgot. I sent that. I thought I sent that to you, but I've sent it to someone else.
Oh, which
Trillion
one?
game. Trillion game.
And then you didn't like it?
No.
Oh.
It was boring.
So you didn't like it. Mark didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then
Hi,
what else?
Pippa.
Oh, hey Pippa, how are you? I'm trying to think what else I had in it. I got that sci-fi one that everyone's getting. It's a manhwa. It's Levia. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, I think you got it. Yeah, I got Manhole, Cannibal. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of ones, like a whole bunch. Oh, Full Night. I'm gonna try. I'm really excited about that. There's just so many of these coming out that are like just sound like amazing, and I'm just like, really? You all have to come out. Oh yes, that one. Yeah, Kitty Cat. Got it.
That's just a regular manga.
Oh, is it? It's on a manhwa.
It was, I think, if I'm reading the publishing information correctly, I think it was published in France first, not Japan.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's technically not a manga or a manhwa. It's published in a different.
Technically, I just call them manga anyway because.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I kind of just count everything that is the same, but then everyone corrects me, so I'm trying to be more accurate.
Mm-hmm. Chloe saysGanimal Volume 2 and 3. Yep, I'm really regretting supporting the Kickstarter because I can't buy it. Well, I can buy the volumes if I wanted to be financially irresponsible, but I'm trying not to buy them twice. So
you're always really good about being responsible. So
that's how I present myself. That is not true. Land Lustrous, Manhole, Totally Gone High Cocoon, Night of the Living Cat, and Die Dark. All of those I've read and enjoyed. I like Night of the Living Cat a lot. Oh, I did hear about that actually. So there originally the Summer Hikaru Die was tagged as BL for some reason. I mean, I understand why, but also to me, it never read as an actual BL.
Yeah.
Like it had obviously the characters, or at least the one character at least had feelings for his friend, but to me, it didn't read as a BL. It read as a horror manga just with LGBT elements.
Yeah.
But so now people are hating on them for that. Firefly Wedding. I've heard people talk about that.
So does it like never get BL? Does it never get more BL? Like later on?
I mean, to me, and this could be just how things are classified. To me, BL would have to be like that is the focus of the story, is the relationship between the two, right?
Yeah.
This one, to me, it doesn't seem like it's trying to be a romance manga between these two characters. It seems like they are trying to explore that relationship, but I don't think it's in a romantic sense, even though one of the characters definitely has feelings for the other.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I just thought maybe it might get more like later on, more like the
yeah.
I thought it was just like setting up, but if it doesn't do that, then I can kind of see why people would be kind of disappointed, kind of like how I was with Innocent.
Yeah. Yep. I can totally see why they'd be upset about that because there are very few manga that explore hero ace characters at all or elements of the story at all. So having that ignored would be sad if that's what we're writing.
Definitely on a different like genre, but like the Case Files of Driller Richard, I put it on my BL shelf because I like ship them like crazy. And I know it's not a BL, but I ship them like crazy, so I put it on my BL shelf. And then they like flirt and stuff in it, but it's, they definitely have feelings for each other. And there's like this banter going on back and forth. But and then the main reason why I put it on my BL shelf is I have what's that? I can never say it. But anyways, it's a fan made. I have a fan made comic of them actually getting married, so I put it right next to it. So, but yeah.
My thing is like the author can't decide. Like some websites will tag a manga as BL, even though it's not BL. The author obviously has nothing to do with that. So how are you going to then hate on the author for what this random website tags your manga as? And when they remove the tag all of a sudden.
Yeah, because the author has no control over the website at all. So
yeah. Eden of Witches was published in France first. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on these comments before they get too far behind. Cannibal is so good. I hope you like it. The first volume was very creepy. I haven't read the other 2 volumes yet because the aforementioned Kickstarter that I'm regretting. But yeah, I love the volume 1.
Did you watch the live action drama on Hulu? I think it is, Disney Plus or something.
No, because I don't watch TV. Oh. Last thing I watched was Castlevania. That was almost a year ago.
I was going to ask you if
I
it
do
was
want to
good.
read the sequel though, or watch the sequel though.
Yes, kitty cat, people do need to calm down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Hi, Reduma. So many thoughts about Summer Hikaru died. It seems like an exploration of societal fear / anxiety around queer culture. At least that's what I got from reading the first volume. 100%. The fact that it takes place in a rural town not just adds to the creepy factor, but it's also, exploring that and the fact that the characters feel like outsiders. So I love The Summer Hikaru Died. It's a really, really good manga, and I like it for the horror elements and the LGBT elements.
Yeah, I definitely need to get back to it. I only read the first 2 volumes.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want to wait until it finishes and then just do a
I
good
think
old.
I heard that it should be ending relatively soon. I don't think it's going to be a really long series. So
Yeah, because I had to reread volume 1, so I was like, I'd much rather just wait until it finishes and then read all of it together.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how creepy it is.
Oh yeah, I did really enjoy it.
Like the hair demon thing or monster, whatever that is.
See, I don't even
Creepy.
remember. So it was I think I read volume 2 like when it first came out.
I think it was volume 3. I think.
And I do know that they volume 2 came out like not long after volume 1, right? If I remember correctly.
Maybe.
Or maybe I just picked them up together, like closer together. Because you know how I'm always so behind.
Yeah,
I
10
do
volumes sounds about right for that series.
I feel like that's like the perfect length.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have heard if they died. So they didn't die. They're just getting harassed, which is rude.
Yeah. Something that's out of your control.
Do you all think there's a distinction to be made between the GL/BL versus LGBT manga? Like, I usually refer to everything as LGBT because I don't like that BL terminology. It seems infantilizing to me. Do you have an opinion on that, Shazar?
Yes, I do. I'm bad at it myself. I correct myself a lot and say that I have BL shelves, but there's like Yuri on my BL shelves, so I really mean LGBTQ plus shelves is what I should say, because there's a lot of LGBTQ works that is not BL on my shelves. So I'm bad about I'm just so used to saying BL that I don't mean to, but I do. So I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I have my LGBT shelves, which is all my manga. Well, not all of them because they won't all fit there, but the ones I deem that are LGBT manga that focus on LGBT issues no matter what.
Yeah.
To me, for something to be a BL or a GL or a Yuri, whatever, it would have to actually focus on the relationship. Like that's the main focus of the story. It would be usually a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, don't go off me. I ship them so hard that in my mind, they are. It is the main focus. So,
but I'm saying to have it be the genre
yeah.
BL, to me, that would have to be like that's the focus of the story is the romance between the two characters.
Oh no, I completely agree with you. I just like making fun of myself. So, kind of like it, I didn't do it, but I really want to put Days on Fez in my BL collection or my LGBT collection because those two guys are a couple. No matter no one can tell me differently. And they are the main focus, even though they're not the main focus of the story at all. They're main characters, but there's two main girls that are more in the story more than they are. But still, I'm like, yep, it's a BL. I don't care. But, so don't go by me at all.
I personally don't think BL is infantilizing because BL is the term that is used professionally and within the industry. That is true. They do use BL professionally. I think trying to distinguish between BL/Yuri and LGBT manga isn't super clear. Yeah, there's no hard cut lines at all. Like, obviously, with the summer Hikaru died, like we don't even know if that's going to be like what the end game is with that.
Yeah.
With that relationship.
So it would be safe to say that there's BL undertone, BL elements, maybe.
Like
Yeah.
the main character definitely has feelings for his male best friend.
Yeah.
Like 100%, that's not debatable. Just whether it's called a BL.
Yeah, because I mean, I read a lot of like stories that are definitely not BL, but what a character in there does have feelings for, you know what I'm saying? Like a character does have feelings for the same sex, but it's not, it doesn't even, but.
Like Innocent is not a BL. Because they're not focusing on that element of the main character at all, right? Unfortunately.
I was queer baited.
It does have an LGBT main character.
Well, I think that was my fault for trusting someone's opinion that had no idea what they were talking about. So that was on me. That was completely on me.
We are reading manga. I'm reading Yamotsu Heigui for the Tree of Death, volumes 2 and 3.
And I'm reading Boys Abyss, volume 4.
I should have moved this so the comments don't cover up half your face every time.
Oh, I'm perfectly okay with being covered up. It's fine.
Do you have any manga related goals?
You mean for this challenge or this weekend or
for 2025? They asked for the year.
Oh, sorry. I just.
You're good.
Oh, yeah. I want to read 300 mangas and 15 actual books. That includes like graphic novels. Last year I read 15 15 novels in general, and then I read 400 mangas. But I definitely think that was a good reading year, so I set it to 300 just so I wouldn't burn myself out. But if I get 400, that would be amazing. But yeah. So and then I want to read online more, and of course, like everyone, I want to read some more of my stuff that's on my shelves. But of course, I already keep ordering new titles. Toni, what about you?
I have some series I'd like to read, and I set my reading goal to 250, but I think I'm already at like 30. So I think I'm going to hit my goal pretty easily, but I wanted to focus more on novels than manga. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the year. Usually January is like my strongest reading month, no matter what. I read a lot in January, so we'll see how it changes.
You're like, it's new year, let's go.
Yes, exactly. And then I'm trying not to read the comments because I'm trying to finish my train of thought. The manga I'm planning on reading, I have a couple. I want to read Barefoot Gen. I said I was going to do that last year, and then I didn't do it. And then Tokyo Revengers, because I haven't read any of that, and I keep collecting it.
Ooh, I'm surprised.
That I haven't read it?
Yeah, I thought you'd be like up to date.
No, it's like a shonen action series, so usually I just read those all at once.
Gotcha.
And then I can't remember what else I'm planning on reading.
And you brought back your TBR drawer.
I did. I missed the chaos. Because TBR wheel is pure evil. Can't do that again. I would just give up on manga, I think, honestly, if I had to do that again.
Yeah, or just or just be like, get rid of a whole bunch of your digital titles.
Yeah, I would have had you. My problem was it was user error. It's that I just put on anything that I thought would be vaguely entertaining, and the problem is I needed to actually pick and make sure it's something that I'm actually very much interested in reading, like soon, and that's not what I did. So it might have been my fault, but I'm choosing to blame the wheel.
Yeah, it's all that wheel's fault.
I think there should be more normalization of LGBT in stories and characters that aren't labeled as BL/GL. I think that'd be a positive. 100% agree. 100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think the romance needs to be the main plot for a BL, but as long as it's still in there. Kei and Yaku is a BL, but any potential romance is a slow burn and the focus is on the mystery. Yeah. Again, it's hard to figure out what things are categorized and how they're categorized. Like, is it the publisher deciding that they're going to market it as a BL, so that's why they label it like that?
Yeah,
I don't know. Go ahead.
It also kind of just depends on the person's definition of BL too.
Yeah.
Because BL to someone could just mean boys love, and if boys love is in it, you know, so, or they could go like deeper and just be like an actual BL. But
yeah, just going back to the summary, Hikaru died. That was never categorized by the author or the publisher as BL. It's not like they changed it. That was something a third party decided to put or label it as, and then people got upset when they changed it, even though it had nothing to do with the author or publisher. Anyway. Hi, Sean. Berserk. I need to read Leviathan Volume 2. It's in my other room. And some Witch Hat. Witch Hat is good.
yeah, I just read Witch Hat for the first time and absolutely loved it. So good. But yeah, really fast. I know we say we're gonna start reading, but kind of like the Honda argument with Killing Stalking, that it's not a BL because there's no boys love in it. Like they are not clearly in love, but the whole entire thing is them getting together, like awful and disgustingly ways. But there's two men getting together, so it's so people argue that that's actually not a BL. It's not boys love, but to me it's I don't know, but I like that.
Yeah, I haven't read that, so I have no opinion on that.
Kitty Cat asks jar. The jar. I think Kitty Cat is like the biggest fan on the jar.
I know. Everybody likes the jar.
Yeah.
I can tell from my likes on those videos. People like the jar when they actually watch those videos.
Yeah. I need to make a jar. I'm just too lazy.
I feel like reading more is almost always a goal. Yeah. Except for I want to read less manga, more novels, so I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I want to just read. I kind of want to read less. I want to slow down a little bit. So, and maybe do like some rereading because I feel like Laura A. Grace gets shouted out in every single video, but like Laura A. Grace is like, oh my god, I just love this so much, and so I just went back and just reread everything. I was like, it's like I don't have time. I have so much to read. Like I wish I could go back and reread this.
Well, when your TBR is more under control, it's easier to go back and reread things.
Yeah, that would never happen. That ship has sailed years ago. So.
Oops. Oops, that's not the one I meant to highlight. I'll get back to yours in a second, Pippa. Any suggestions for reading more throughout the year? I have a habit of starting a lot of books and pausing them in between. Honestly, I don't think I'm the person to ask because I just say I'm going to read something and then I read it. Like, I'm not a mood reader. I give myself a list, and that list motivates me to read.
Toni is checking
things off the list.
Toni is a good reader, so
I literally said I consider it homework, and if I consider it homework, I will read it.
See, I feel like we're so similar in that way that like I don't feel like a lot of people get, because when I like tell people that they're like, you take the fun out of it. That's no fun. You're supposed to read what you want. I'm like, this is what I want to read. My list. I like to stick to my list. This is like, yeah.
Crossing things off the list is incredibly satisfying.
Yeah, I treat it like homework too. And it's not because I don't want to read. It's because like my favorite thing to do is to space out and do absolutely nothing and just stare at a wall. You know how unhealthy that would be if I actually let myself just stare at a wall for like the rest of my life. in my free time. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mm-hmm.
me like making a list and sticking to it. It's like I actually like get it done. I feel accomplished. It gives me like a serotonin, whatever that's called, boost. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dopamine.
yeah, I love treating hobbies as work, which I don't know if that's healthy or not, but it works for me and it clearly works for you.
If I
So,
don't give myself a list, I won't read anything. Like
I'm the same way though. Yeah,
there were a couple months last year where I didn't like plan out exactly what I was going to read by the week, and then I didn't read anything because I didn't have that little voice in my
yeah,
head saying, "Hey, you need to be reading."
yeah. Well, I just discovered that last year because it was I didn't read. I barely read anything the first 3 months of the year last, and then I started making a list, and it might have been in 2023. I don't know, but anyways, I didn't read for the first 3 months, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm in this reading slump," and then I started making lists. It was whenever was on Instagram, I started posting those like those week long TBRs, and then I
Mm-hmm.
read everything, and I was like, I need to just keep doing this. So
Yep. I think it's also because you're just putting it in your head, like that you have a plan. These are the things you'd like to. Whereas if you didn't, then you're just you have all your shelves to stare at and pick from, and so it's harder to narrow it
yeah,
down.
it's so overwhelming that I'm just like,
Yeah.
nope, I have too much to read. I'm not going to do any of it. So
Yeah. Yep. I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember.
what?
All right, there's lots of comments now. Everybody's having conversations themselves.
Hey, but you were going to blame me that we weren't going to read. So it's not my fault. I'm good.
Setting lists stress you out, Chloe? It's not that like I don't have any other hobbies other than reading, which sounds kind of sad, but if I don't assign myself stuff to read, then I will just like stare at my phone for hours in a day and be unhappy. So,
Yeah. I do have like other hobbies, but I also I set my friends like I love that the time blocking. Like I set like I'll write out my whole entire week and I'll do like 12 o'clock midnight all the way. I mean like 12 o'clock midnight all the way to like 11 o'clock, and then I will write out everything like if I'm at work, if I'm gonna hang out with friends, like if I'm gonna read. Like I set out my whole entire week. I'm so weird. So like I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing like each hour. So and, I mean, granted, I'm not like that hard on myself. Like if I need to switch things around, if things change, I'm perfectly okay with that. But I just like to kind of have like a. It makes me feel better to just kind of know. So like I even schedule out other hobbies too. So I'm weird.
mm-hmm. Yeah. I try making lists. It's not for everybody. I mean, I hear all about mood readers and how they can't lists do not work for them. But I am not one of those people. So
Yeah, or maybe just kind of keep track of the ones that you start and you put down, so then that way you don't like forget that I think that would be a good thing for me at least if I did that.
mm-hmm.
'Cause I would forget like if that I put so much down, I would act. Then I would at least make a list of that.
Here's how you don't read more. You don't start a live stream where you're supposed to read and then talk to people in the chat instead of reading. I am weird. Thank you for noticing, Kitty Cat. All right. It's been over 30 minutes. Should we start
Yes,
reading? I keep
yes. And
reading
then
my
we will come
emails.
back to all the comments.
We'll probably have
But
a whole nother 3 conversations in the chat by the time.
no, we are having such a good time talking to everyone. We
Yeah.
are. We just really need
Oh,
to
that
read.
I guess people I'm not complaining, I promise. I just have a dry sense of humor. Yes,
Yes.
they can be very
100%.
counterproductive.
Well, normally we're okay with like talking in the chat forever, but
Not
I
when I'm trying to read for 24 hours.
yeah, and then I have to get 6 volumes to get caught up today
Yeah.
because I have 23 volumes on my no, I have 22 volumes on my TBR for the 3 days, and I'm like a little bit behind. So
I do. I instinctively rant. I'm sorry.
I don't feel like you ranted about anything
No, but
yet.
yet.
So
Yeah.
Tony, how is confessions?
I ranted about that yesterday. I don't need to do it again. Also,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I
Ignore
am vlogging this. I am vlogging this, and I ranted about it again this morning when I filmed an update. So,
Hey Connie, how are you?
hi. Okay, we need to start reading.
Okay,
We're done talking. We're reading now.
coffee break. So how did you do?
Hi, Marg.
Hey, Mars. Oh, that's awesome. Your daughter won. How did you do?
I finished volume 2, and I'm like halfway through volume 3.
Nice.
The pacing issues do not start in volume 3. The pacing issues definitely start in volume 2.
Okay.
And they're very obvious. Like, it feels like it's going to set up, in volume 1, it feels like it's going to set up a situation where they're going around, like, hunting all these immortal people to stop them from being immortal. And they do that, like, one time, and then immediately go back, why are you meowing? And then immediately go back to, like, the bigger picture thing. And it just feels like, can you hear her meowing?
No, but you're gonna hear my dogs crying for
She's so
attention
loud.
and stuff.
Essie.
And my roommate started the washing machine, so I do apologize for that too.
No, I can't hear that. I can just hear my cat meow.
we're,
I
we're
can't even.
both of us are very distracted right
I can't even think she's meowing so much. Come here. Anyway,
now.
yeah, the pacing
So,
is.
are you at least liking it, or?
No, not really, because
Oh,
it just doesn't have any time to build anything up.
yeah,
Like, I don't know. There's no time. There's not enough time. This would be more interesting if they had done what I said, like gone across and like and gone around and tried to help people. And they did that one time, and then it's back to this whole
yeah.
situation. So sad, because the first volume was really, really good. Yeah, I can see that. What about you, Bizarre?
I finished volume 4, which I lost for a minute. Oh, I was looking. I was looking for this for like 10 minutes, and I thought about just starting something new, but I was like, I really want to know what happens. So I left this in the kitchen, like in the randomest place ever. So I don't even know. But anyways, so I finished this. Um, I was literally, if something, you read this, right?
I only read the first volume because I couldn't handle anything after that.
Okay. So I'm really I'm loving this to pieces, but there was something in here that they teased that was about to happen. And I was like, if this happens, I'm done. Like it was disgusting. And for me it's like, yeah. So there was something in here that they teased, and luckily it was innocent, but I know that they purposely teased it because they ended the chapter with it like thinking that was about to happen, and then
Yeah.
they went back and they went back to that moment like a minute later, and it didn't even happen. It kept going innocent, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I really didn't want to DNF this series, but if that happened, it was just too much
Yeah.
for me. Even. But there's a lot going on in this. A lot's too much, but I love it. And then I read a little bit in volume 5, and I can't wait to continue. So, yeah.
Nice. At least someone is enjoying what they're reading.
Aw, Toni, maybe you can pick something else.
Well, I'm almost done with this, and this is the last volume, so I have like half of it left. And I have a whole pile. I have a whole pile of stuff next to me that
you need to pick something that you know you're going to enjoy next to kind of even it out.
I mean, I'm not hating it. It's just disappointing because it could be. It had potential, and it's not living up to the potential. So
Yeah, I got
it's
you.
disappointing. It's not that I hate it. Yeah, I saw your guys' discussion. I was trying not to read them. I was trying to read my book instead of reading your comments, but it wasn't working very well.
Good readers. Well, I mean, technically reading comments is still reading.
Yeah.
I'm
24
trying.
hours of reading comments.
Hey, how are you? 365-801.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I think Chloe is writing, and then Gavin is doing play. So not everyone is reading. Yeah, and
Hey,
then you're eating
Foxy, hey,
breakfast, making
breakfast.
coffee.
Forgot. I feel like I've been awake forever. It's not true, but I feel like I have been. I
So
guess you can help me choose what to read next.
okay. How about your timer? How far did you make it on your timer now?
Well, I'm at 6 hours 53 minutes.
Oh, nice.
I still have a long way to go.
Are you gonna stay up late tonight?
It depends.
I'll try my hardest not to bother you, but I'm gonna message you at least once or twice. I can't help myself.
So I downloaded this app on my phone. I don't know if you have an iPhone or not, but they have like the screen time thing where you can set a time or set a timer for an app, and then it's supposed to like not let you go in it, except it doesn't actually not let you go in it. You can just very
Yeah.
easily bypass it and ignore it and go in the app. So I downloaded another app that actually blocks me from going into apps because I have a phone addiction. So I've been using that. So that's why I've been not answering messages and messages
Well,
and
so
stuff.
if you're ignoring me, I know not to take it personally.
Yeah, because I don't even get the notification. It doesn't even come up on my phone.
Normally, you message me back right away though, so I think I might have just I messaged you like at the right time when you don't have that on.
Yeah. I mean, I just downloaded it the other day. So
Okay,
anyway,
gotcha.
my next things I have to read are My Girlfriend's Child Volume 6
Yes.
or The Spellbook Library Volume 2. This girl is not free run, even though she really looks like free run. And
I would
then
think the white hair. So.
Versus Volume 2. I like
And you
this
really
cover.
enjoyed the first one, right?
Yes, and I can't talk about it.
Well, no, I was gonna I'm gonna say that one just because I want you to have a win since you had kind of a flop.
Well, I liked all of these,
Okay.
so any of them would be fine.
What happened to the one that I recommended to you last night? Did you finish that one?
Oh yeah, I read that. I liked it.
Okay.
Um, it's very dark. It had some horror elements I was not expecting at all.
Do
But
you do you recommend it to me based on my taste?
I think you'd like it.
Okay.
I don't think there's any reason why you wouldn't like it.
Okay.
I don't really know what you don't like, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple things, I guess.
Well, it's like short stories. It's called IL by Osamu Tezuka. It just came out pretty recently, published by Titan Manga. Since Kitty Cat was asking, probably provide context for what I'm talking about. But it's like a bunch of interconnected short stories about this woman who is a vampire, and she can also shapeshift into any other woman, I guess. I'm not sure if it's any other person or just any other woman. But so she kind of gets hired by people to impersonate them for various reasons. And it's like a short story collection, kind of. They're interconnected, and there's like 15 stories of her
That sounds
doing that.
wonderful. You just sold it
Yes.
to me. That sounds amazing. Thank you, Tony.
It is very dark, though. So
Yeah,
lots of
uh,
horrible people doing horrible things to others. So
I love that kind of stuff.
yeah, if you've read Osamu Tezuka's like psychological thriller stuff, you've probably seen all the stuff that he does.
Yeah, well, it's like I know that he's like his manga is like so classic, and I don't mean to sound like so I don't know the right term, but I'm like so turned off by for somebody or maybe not or like overwhelmed that like I like kind of stay clear of his works, but when I actually read them, I love them.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of intimidating to try to read something that was written over 60 years ago or
Yeah,
whatever.
like I see one of his titles and I'm like I don't really want to read that, but then like when I I guess force myself to read it, I like love it. So
Yeah, they are a
yeah,
lot more accessible than someone might
sorry.
guess. All right, hold on, I have to pause the kitty. Pause, kitty. We're talking still. Um, yes. Yes, I also love vintage manga. Any old manga that they publish, I will read it, just because it's old.
What? Yeah. What? You could definitely been getting me more into the vintage manga, Tony. So.
Hmm. Like Moto Hagio, her stuff is so good, and people won't read it because it's older shojo, but it's so good. And then like Figure Miziki, if you like more historical stuff, or also yokai stuff. And then Osamu Tezuka does everything, pretty much. Any genre you would want, I bet Osamu Tezuka has done it. Yes. And that's not even counting all the old horror manga they've been publishing lately through various indie publishers. That's been really good.
Oh yeah, I definitely noticed that it had or maybe I just haven't been um, reading them, but I noticed like a big boom in like indie horror now. Like I feel like a
Hmm.
lot more is coming out. So
Yep.
and and you know what I do is I'm like I'm going to save it for October, and I have way too much to read in October. So I should just read it when I get it.
That's what happens with the one shots for me. I always forget the one shot readathon is only for a week. So I save all my one shots and I'm like, wait, I can't read all these in a week.
I can't read these 101 shots 1 week. What? Yeah. Yeah, well, like my thing is I have one shots that I haven't read that I'll buy for the one shot readathon, and I'll, like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I still haven't read yet. But then yeah, I go out and I buy a whole bunch more, and I'm like, so I use it as an excuse to shop stuff.
Mm. Eating? That's funny. That's an inside joke.
Okay.
Actually, I think one of these books I have here is about cannibalism.
Oh yeah, as long as it's consensual.
I don't think this case is. What is it, Marg?
Which one did you get? Yeah, that one's really good. I really enjoyed the Poe Plan.
I love how melodramatic that manga is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything is the worst thing imaginable.
Right. The only thing is I wrote it down, but I would recommend reading it not the order that it but that's just my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess it is cut up, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like cut up, and I was like, I would enjoy this more if I read it like this, and this, and then yeah, but because it goes like back and forth, and I think it's just a me thing where I get confused. But I'm like, I would put all the events that happened before, like I would put them in order of timeline over like how it's written.
Yeah.
And I
like
still
the
need to
plan.
Otherworld Barbara.
I love Otherworld Barbara.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? What's
Otto Thomas? Is that the one?
Yeah, I was thinking no, not that one.
Oh, I love that one.
The Dreams one. The one shot where it's a bunch of short stories. Something Dreams.
Do I have that one?
It's like a golden cover.
Oh yeah, I do have that one. It's like a whole bunch of shoujo stories.
Yeah, well, they're all shoujo, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read that one yet. I need to. I'm so behind.
I can't remember the title of it. Yeah, A Drunken Dream. There you go. I knew it had dream in the title. And I've read it. It's good. I like that one. Nothing
Yeah, I heard it.
I hope you can't hear that car outside. I've seen that at my library. Actually, I checked it out one time and I didn't read it.
Was it on your list?
No, it was not on my list, so I didn't read it. That's exactly why I didn't read it.
There you go. You need to put it on your list.
That's my problem with like going to the library. I love the idea of going to the library and not spending any money, but then those things are not on my list, so I didn't read them.
That's why I made it a challenge to read at least one chapter on my apps. So I'm paying, even though it's like $2. I'm like, I'm paying for these apps and I haven't read anything. So I was like, I have to read a chapter a day, which is simple. I normally wake up and I just read like a chapter of something, and then
What are you reading?
right now I'm reading Bleach. A whole bunch of us like we're gonna try to read Bleach this year, which I'm totally behind on. Only on volume 3. I'm supposed to have read like 7 volumes, but I think I'm just going to be behind the whole entire year and not even care. Because I don't really mind spoilers. But we're discussing it we're discussing 6 or 7 volumes a month. So I'll just act like I read it, but I didn't.
The car is still honking. Rose of Versailles, one of my favorite manga.
I need to read that one, but I'm kind of intimidated.
It's not intimidating.
Okay.
It's just, I read it. It's just not my thing. I thought it would be more historical, like war stuff, and it's not. It's a romance manga, pretty much, with lots of melodrama.
I'm just scared to read it because I really want. I would feel bad if I talked bad about it if I didn't like it. So I'm scared I won't like it. So, but I love Revolutionary Girl Utena. That's like one of my favorite mangas of all time, and I know that was inspired by that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Did you like Revolutionary Girl?
I haven't read that. I used to own the box set, and then I sold it because it was worth money.
You sold it without reading it?
I did. Yeah, I didn't read it. I think it was after I read Rose of Versailles, and I was like, I don't think I care to read.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That makes sense, actually.
Yes, it does. It definitely felt like that. It just wasn't meeting my expectations, I think, was the problem. And it was just a lot of I don't know, people being in love. Melodramatic.
Not people being in love. Did you want to go again?
Suppose. This way. This one.
Do you want to do 45 or did you want to do 30 this time? People love you. Yes. Yeah.
We can do 45 again if you don't care.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't mind at all. I just didn't want to go too long if you didn't want to.
What does this mean? Bizarre.
What?
Mark asked, did you not pay the power bill?
Oh,
because you're in the dark. We're actually talking about this.
I honestly feel like I went out last night and I drank 20 shots. I feel so hungover. I'm not. I worked last night, but the light was really getting on my nerves. So, yeah, sorry about that. The power bill is paid. Yeah.
Saving money.
Yeah. All my bills are paid. I don't have any money in my account, but all my bills are paid. So there you go.
Mark, what are you reading? Or did she say already?
Oh yeah, Kitty Cat. What did you actually pick out? Yeah. It's okay. I troll you all the time with leaving the stickers on.
I had to take a sticker off of Aisle yesterday. I thought I was gonna rip the paper.
I did. Yeah, I actually took a sticker off because I was displaying the volume, and I was like, I can't have a sticker. I was like, no. So I actually did take a sticker off if I'm displaying it. So.
Yeah, I will read it eventually.
I never heard of it.
It's like a kind of an indie manga, I think. I can't remember who it's published by.
I agree with you, kitty cat. I do not like the light. I've worked overnight for like years and years, and I do not have any vitamin D in me at all. Like my doctor is concerned. So yeah, and I literally take so much vitamin D pills because I'm trying to, and I still can't get enough. So what's that one? I never heard of that one either.
Papillon.
Pipalong. Is that the shoujo one or the one that has the blonde chick on the cover, or am I just completely making that up?
I think I know what you're talking about. There is a blonde chick on the cover. It is a shoujo. Oh, it's by the same person as Peach Girl.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I know. We just talked about how much I like old manga, and then I didn't like that old manga. You should read Night of the Living Cat, because that's like the funniest manga ever.
I was not slightly interested in that one, but now I am because of you. So.
I feel like you have to be a cat person to understand how funny that manga is.
I am a cat person. I have 4 cats, Tony.
You're not. I'm saying in general,
Oh, okay.
you have to be a cat person. No, in general, you have to be a cat person to appreciate that manga, I think.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't a cat person 5 years ago. So. They were kind of forced upon me, and then I fell in love. So.
All right.
Ow, Odin, you're hurting me. What is it? Can you go outside? I'll let you out in 5 seconds. Hold on. Are we going? That's all you
After you respond to this comment. It's awesome shoujo trash.
Is it as problematic as Volume 6 of Peach Girl? Where I threw that volume across the room. I was so mad. I was very passionate about that volume.
Okay. Read now. Or do something. Hello.
So, how did you do?
First of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Headphones died. I finished volume 3. It's fine. It's just really disappointing. They had so much potential.
Aw,
And
I hate that.
yeah, I'm never gonna think about that series again, unfortunately. I feel like if it was like 10 volumes, it would have been much better. But it's only
Yeah.
3, so couldn't explore like anything. Then I started Versus Volume 2, a little over halfway. It's pretty good. I can't talk about this. I can't talk about anything in this volume because it will spoil volume 1. So it's good though. We'll discover.
Nice, nice. I read volumes 5 and 6, and I am scared to read volume 7 because that's the not the final volume, but the final volume that's out. And you know, like when you're reading something and you're like addicted to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of ends in a spot that like if you keep continuing it, you know it's gonna like leave on a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Like volume 6 kind of left on where no one like officially dies, but like everyone could have died. So like it's not
Mm-hmm.
really I don't know what's gonna happen, but it kind of leaves on a like a good like ending, and I'm really wanting to continue, but I'm scared to read volume 7 because it's gonna open up so many more questions, and I don't want that right now because I don't have volume. I think it's like an 18 volume series is what I read.
Is it
So
that long?
yeah, so I don't know, but it kind of feels like it's concluding. Like everything feels like it's coming full circle. So I don't know what they're
Mm-hmm.
going to do. Oh, hey everyone that joined the chat, super uh, 5,000 watching anime, Attack on Titan, and Full Metal Alchemist.
Those are both good choices.
Yes, I mean I haven't seen either one, but I heard the most really good. So,
I've seen them both. They're both good.
um, so, okay, wonder what chapter I left off on. Let's see.
We are still here.
Okay, yeah, you read farther than me. I read I'm on chapter 58. Oh wow, so there is like 8. Yeah, so hey Plastic Ranch, how are you? What are you reading? Are you still reading Blue Lock?
Oh, I forgot to stop my timer. I got like 3 extra
Cheater.
minutes. Oops.
Why are you cheating?
Oopsies. I think I forgot to start it earlier anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, it all make I notice when people are doing those vlogs, they're like stop the timer and then they start talking. So I'm like, it's fine. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah, it's like I really want to read this, but I don't. So I mean, I'm going to, but because I have no self control. But if I was smart, I would not read this and wait until more volumes come out. But I can't. So
I didn't know they were taking so long to release that.
yeah, I wonder when the next one's going to come out. So I might let it stack and then regret it. But oh, it's so good. Just especially what just happened, my mind is blown. Like I did not see that coming because it was kind of like they built up a character and gave them some like redeeming qualities, and then they just crushed it. And I'm like, ugh, you know? Oh, it's really good.
Mm. I have not read the Kane Saga. I used to own it, and then I unhauled it without reading it.
Because you tried Angel Sanctuary
Yes, that's why.
and you loved it.
I did not love it. Kid Apocalypse. It's a good manga. Caught up on Blue Lock. That's good. When did I stop reading that? Like volume 12, I think. Not like officially dropped it, just like paused it, and we'll see when I go back to it.
I read volume 1.
Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, volume 12. I watched the anime. That's like one of the first anime I watched was Full Metal Alchemist. Actually, my first anime I watched was Attack on Titan. So either of them. Besides like Pokemon when I was a kid.
Mine was Tenchi Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Shows my age. Since I haven't watched Buffy.
Well, that's because you abandoned your TBR, Marg. There's a problem. That's your problem. Where's my notebook?
I'm on volume 9 of my 22.
Hold on. Let me look at my list.
So I'm not even halfway through yet.
I have, let me see how many things I picked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I had 15 originally, and I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.
Are we just going to go into Monday? is Monday just going to be like our
Well, I just put
control?
a list of everything I'm interested in versus this one wasn't on there. So I guess I'm cheating too. And I counted the Tree of Death as, I just put it as one thing, even though it's 3 volumes. So. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I read the manga of Akira before I watched the movie, and I was so disappointed when I watched the movie because they skipped like half of the manga.
Yeah.
Like I watched the movie with my friends, and I was like on my phone the whole time waiting for it to get to the good part, and then I looked up and the movie was over, and I was like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute, what about the whole?"
What is this crap? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, kitty cat, I'll believe you.
I don't believe
Maybe
you.
I'll
I
watch
think
it someday.
trash.
It is very good. I never actually finished watching it.
I need to give it a fair try. I thought I collected all the manga, but now I go back and I'm missing like 3 volumes. I'm like, how did that happen?
Okay, Marg.
I love how you guys are getting each other back, giving each other more time. Yeah, whatever I don't finish, I'm finishing Monday because I still have all of My Girlfriend's Child. I still have all of Bless. I'm not even done with Cinderella's Closet yet. So I'm not halfway through yet. So
My Girlfriend's Child was a really fast read.
yeah, I've already read the
There's
first.
like very little dialogue.
Yeah, I read the first 2 volumes, loved it, but I'm gonna go back and start from the beginning. But I haven't read any Blessed yet, and then I'm loving Cinderella Closet. I only finished the first 3 volumes, and I'm on volume 4, and there's 7 out. Well, I have 7. Oh God, Ninja Scroll.
I've not seen Ninja Scrolls.
Isn't that like a borderline hentai? Yeah.
Don't know. I like Requiem of the Rose King a lot.
Yeah, that one gets the most mixed views ever. It's like you either love it or you hate it.
I understand why people would not like it. It's got a lot of taboo stuff going on, but also it's based on a Shakespeare play, and like it feels like this is very Shakespeare, like melodrama, like
Yeah.
ridiculous relationships going on. So I like it a lot.
Yeah. I need to piece my collection together because I have like random volumes that I got. Like when I see them on sale, I get them. So I need to finish that series for sure. Because I think I'll really like it.
I think you will like it.
Since you're a shoujo junkie over there.
It is a shoujo.
Yeah, I'm loving it so much. It is so good. I'm so glad I gave it a try. It's like I love every single character so much.
The Rose King is one of my favorite manga I've ever read, and I haven't even finished it. I will be interested to hear what you think of the ending. I know people don't like it, and I don't really know why. Usually I can tell why people are disappointed in an ending of a manga, and that one I can't tell. I don't know what it is that people are disappointed by. I don't know, but I liked it. Kitty Cat, why were you watching TV at 1 a.m. at 10 years old?
Yeah. I mean, I was reading Battle Royale, so
Yeah, that's a great idea.
yeah, let's
I
not do
think if
that.
I read Battle Royale at a formative age, I would have never read manga ever again.
Yeah, I was kind of traumatized, but at the same time, I was so intrigued because there was like nothing like that up,
Yeah.
Did, did you want to go for another sprint? Sprinty sprint.
Okay. I don't drink coffee, but I feel like I'm at a point where I would like to drink coffee.
Would you even have any at your house if you don't drink
No,
coffee?
because I don't drink it. I have soda. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't like soda, but it's gonna sound so weird, but I've been getting it's gonna sound really gross to some people, but oh well. I've been putting like a little bit of milk in my soda. It's like it tastes so good. It's like
I've heard of that.
I think I made it up, but it tastes like it tastes like cream soda. So freaking.
Yeah, I don't like cream soda.
Oh, I love cream soda. See, I don't like soda, but I love cream soda. Like,
Hmm.
or I love putting vanilla ice cream in my soda, like a root beer float or something.
Oh, yeah, I don't like those either. I'm weird. No, I have not seen
You talk
that
about
show
Ninja
you're talking about.
Scroll. I have seen Ninja Scroll, and I've seen it like when did I watch it? Like 17, so not 10. But I think I watched it in middle school or high school. Something.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember exactly what happens at the end, but I just remember that I don't know why people hate it. I should read it again. No, I'm not going to spoil it. But it's the same thing with like B Stars. People really hate the ending of B Stars, and I don't get it.
Oh, I forgot all about that manga. I need to get into that one. But first, I'm going to get into Golden Kamuy.
Golden Kamuy.
Yeah, I love cream soda. Oh my god, it's so good. Like I really don't like the taste of soda, but you add cream to it, it's
Literally, last night, every time I finally fell asleep, my cat meowed in my face. So I did not get any sleep.
well, why don't you go get yourself a soda to wake up?
Because it won't do anything.
Hmm?
It won't do anything.
Oh, is,
Caffeine
is
doesn't
is
really affect me like that.
is this your way of being like I'm done with this stream? You're not sprinting.
No, I'm saying we can do one more.
Oh, you're like okay, we have one more. That's it. Drink. Goblins.
Drink goblins.
Wait, what? I'm.
I think it's like
Oh, Green Goblins Unite. Yes.
Drink Goblins.
Sorry, that took me a minute. I'm tired. I'm like, what? Shame on them. And now, like, everything's banned. But back then, I think they didn't have things banned back then because they didn't know, like.
They probably weren't expecting 10-year-olds to be watching TV at 1 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be in the video? Here, come here.
Hi. Hey.
He's sleepy.
Aw.
Are you just going to sit there?
Is that the one that kept you awake all night?
They both did.
Aw. Why did you keep your mom awake all night?
The other one, this one, he just like runs around. The other one was meowing at me. It's like they
Yeah,
took turns waking me up.
I love it how like my dogs would keep me up like the whole entire freaking day, at nights, the whole entire freaking day, and then like as soon as I'm leaving for work, then they go to bed. I'm like, you bitches, really? I'm like, you get to sleep all night, and I didn't sleep at all. But like half of me wants to like wake them up, like to be mean, but I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah, did Degrassi come from Canada? It was like a shock teen soap opera. Did you ever watch Degrassi? Was that like
No.
way before your time?
Here, let's see when it came out. I will be Googling.
Probably the same
Heard of
time.
it. 1979.
Well, no, that was
Oh, it's 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 3 years old, so I was not watching that.
You could have watched Degrassi at 30. It's fine.
No, I was too busy watching Land Before Time on my VHS tapes.
True. That's a better choice.
That's funny.
Right. That's what my dogs do. I kind of want to watch that one. I never went back. I watched like all 14 seasons, and then I think they made like four newer ones that kind of connect, but not really. So 16 seasons of Degrassi I watched. That was crazy. I like binge watched it too. I didn't watch it when it was coming out. I binge watched it like in yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, we could do one more sprint. Because after that, I'm gonna have to switch to an audiobook and hope I don't fall asleep on the couch.
So we're gonna go for an hour this time.
No, we can stick with 45 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, you can be sleep deprived. I can't.
I'm literally messing with you. I'm just giving you
I guess I'll just pick something to read after this. I want to read this. I don't know if I can show the cover of this. It'll go like this. I want to read this.
Oh, well then, yeah, then read that.
After I finish verses. This is about. Oh, it's signed? I didn't know that.
It's a hidden treasure.
Okay. I'll read that after I finish verses 1 and 2. Okay. Yeah. Resume.
What's up?
I'm sleepy.
Me too. Let's go to sleep. So, I finished volume 7, so that's the last volume that I have, and I knew I should have stopped at 6,
But you didn't.
but I didn't, and so it leaves off on a BL
Moment.
but I'm not going to trust it because
Don't trust
remember in
it.
volume 4 when it left
No.
off with something that I was about to just, I literally was,
Yeah.
if it went that way, I would have been done. It kind of did the same thing where it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a
Yeah.
tease. And so I don't trust this, this Mangaka right here. So it may just turn into friendship, which is fine. Either way, I'm okay with. But it's definitely a freaking tease, and if it goes into a BL, even better. But if it doesn't, it's fine. But the only thing is the whole entire time I was feeling their connection. But I think that's just me because I want to ship everyone. But yeah, it's this guy right here. So if it does, then I'm gonna love this series even more, which I don't know is possible. But if it doesn't, then I'm still gonna love it. So either way, but it literally leaves off like yeah. So it just made it 10 times worse because it was like it's such a freaking tease, and I knew I shouldn't have read it, and the worst thing happened. Anyways, how was yours?
It's fine. It's good. I'm gonna read the next volume. Kind of like if you don't like typical shonen action stuff, I don't think you're gonna like this. But it's just fun time. And then I read. Well, I haven't finished this, but I read most of this, which is about a group of ladies inviting a man over for fun times. That's it. That's what it is.
So what's that title called? I want to read it.
It's called An Excellent Host.
Okay.
They invite him over to devour him, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, are we behind on comments?
Maybe a little bit. Mari finished the volume. I might have to step away for a minute, just so you know. But I won't be leaving.
Okay.
Here, I can do this so we can see them.
What series did you finish? Sleeping Sprints, yes.
No, after this, I'm going to listen to an audiobook, and I cannot lay down or I will fall asleep.
Yeah.
Audiobooks put me to sleep.
I'm kind of done reading right now. I'm going to read later today, but I need a break. I need a break. I read only 4 volumes, but it seems like more because so much happened in these 4 volumes. It's crazy. So yeah, I read these 4. This series, yeah. Well, are you talking about this or the series you're reading?
She was talking about Boys Abyss.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It's wild. I finished one. Yeah, I need to get that now. You're really talking me into it. Let's see, that's 6. So I'm at 10. So I'm almost halfway through with my TBR, and it is 5 p.m. on the second day. So I don't know.
It's not like you have anything else to read.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stick to my TBR, but I don't know if I'm going to finish it by Sunday, 12 o'clock. I'm doing sprints with Nave tomorrow, so
yeah,
I should finish at least 2 volumes during that. So, yeah.
Here's my problem. My problem is I'm only at 8.5 hours. That's my problem. I can read like 6 more hours. That'll be 14.5.
Yeah, is it? Well, if you want to read 24 hours in 3 days, that's 8 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
And you only had 8 hours on the second day.
Yeah.
So you could do 12
1
hours
second.
tomorrow, and then make sure that you get to 12 hours today. You're reading Night of the Living Cat. How are you liking it? Yeah,
I'll be
we're both probably going. Well,
like 3 minutes.
all of us are going to be going into Monday. It's a 4 day. It's a 4 day.
I will not be going into Monday. I will be reading. I
I
will
might go
finish
into
it.
Monday, but just because I want to finish.
I'll be
my
right
TV.
back though.
Okay. And then I can't pull up the comments, so I'm just going to read them. I totally got distracted on my phone. I am about to start reading Hannibal Volume 2. I have Hannibal Volume 1 coming to me in the mail. I put Volume 2 in my cart, but I was like, nope, I'm going to be good and only try the first volume. So I know I'm going to regret that decision. But yeah. Oh, The Night of the Living Cats is ridiculous. I'll definitely give it a try because Tony's talked me into it. I'll probably only buy it for the one-shot readathon. I want to do like a haul video where I just buy a whole bunch of one-shots. I think that'd be so much fun. I definitely don't need to. I have enough, but yeah, I think it'd be fun to do like a haul that's just dedicated to one-shots, and then just get like all the ones I don't have. But yeah, if you have any recommendations, definitely let me know for one-shots. Yeah, what's the prompt for the next sprint? Are we having a sprint on Friday coming up? Yes, I have the first volume of Tokyo Revengers. I definitely wanted to continue it, but I gave it a 4, so it wasn't a 5. Oh, so the prompt is read a mangaka that you haven't read before? Huh. Oh crap, I want that one. I'm off next Friday. Yeah, I can join for an hour.
Sorry.
Now I'm trying to think of a mangaka that I haven't read from before. I could. I'm just going to go to my January haul and pick something up.
I'm sure you can find them. So find one.
Well, it's funny. Like it's. I have so many, but it's funny. Like when I'm trying to think, it's like volumes pop in my head of mangaka that I've read before. So I'm like, what?
Wow, I didn't finish reading that comment before I left it on the screen the whole time.
Oh. Yeah, I've just been going down and reading
funny.
the comments.
That's funny. You'll find one.
Easy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a haul.
Quiet cat.
A haul where I just buy one shots, like a one-shot haul. I think that'll be so much fun. You're ridiculous.
I wouldn't do that because like half the one shots I read I don't like.
No.
That was a robot kitty. It wasn't a real kitty. Although my cat is meowing. I don't know what her problem is. She's like, why are you talking to people on the internet? Pay attention to me.
Yeah, I think your cat wants you to take a nap.
The other one does. He likes to cuddle. He's like, it's bedtime. I only read the first chapter or the first story. I will finish it tomorrow. I mean, I guess it's. Listen, I don't know why I feel like I need to wait to read it when it's cold as hell outside. Right now it's 12 degrees and it feels like -4. But tomorrow it will be like negative -10. So I'll read it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
I
not
did
that
read the
cold.
first chapter, the first story. It was
It's
okay.
probably like 40 where I'm at.
I don't know where you got that idea. I didn't say I was doing that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
never said I
all
was doing
spread out. Even though I'm going to be honest with you, if I had more volumes of this, I probably would keep going because I need to see if it turns
Yeah.
into a BL or not. If I need to move it to my BL shelf, no, I'm just joking.
It's not going to turn into a BL.
I know. Hey, he confessed his love. I don't know about you know. I mean, there's different types of love. I know, but they're both boys and they're in love. So
No, we were talking about the jar because someone asked what our reading goals were for the year. And so Bizarre mentioned that I was doing the TBR jar again.
yeah,
Yeah. That's funny.
giving kitty cat false hope.
I will have another one in February. Probably. I still have to read Space Brothers. I'm not getting through all 40 something volumes that I have of that though.
I've had the anime for that for years, and I want to watch it so bad, but I actually have to set time because it's subtitled. So I don't think I'm ever
Actually,
gonna watch it.
I still have to read Innocent too.
Oh yeah, I can read Innocent. Wait, I could kind of cheat and read that on Friday. So I haven't read
If you
from that.
reread the first one.
Yeah, I haven't read from that Mangaka before. I guess I have because I read the first one. Damn it. Ugh.
Kitty Cat says, plus you're watching Ergo Proxy first.
I will definitely watch Ego Proxy before I watch Space Brothers. Yes, you are right. That is accurate. Right now I'm on. My neighbor was like just shocked. So he doesn't understand. So I'm on episode 10 of Vinland Saga, and I started it January 1st on episode 10, right? And he's like, "Oh, so you're not liking it?" I'm like, "I'm loving it. What are you saying?" He's like, "You're only on episode 10, and you started it on January 1st, and you're loving it." It's like that doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, and then he's
Priorities.
like, yeah, like he like binges anime like his life depends on it. Like he's probably already watched like 20 different series already, And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "You're only on episode 10." I'm like, "No, I love it. And then he's like, "Well, if you loved it, you would binge it." I'm like, "I can't. Like I don't do that. I read manga." But he does not read manga, so
Yeah.
he just watches anime.
I don't think the pace at which you read or watch something dictates how much you like something. Because with like some stuff, it's just slower paced inherently.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I'm loving the saga, but it's going to take me probably 2 months to watch 24 episodes.
And that's just the first season, right?
Yeah, and then I saw
The
the
first
second
season is 24. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what it took us. I mean, I didn't just read in the sprints, but so we went for 3:45s,
Mm-hmm.
and I was doing other things too, and I read 4 volumes. So, and then last night I read 3 volumes of this. So, in a span of 24 hours, I read 7 of these versus watching 10 episodes in uh 18 days that were the episodes are 24 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
And I would watch them in double speed if I could. I wish you could do that on Netflix. Watch in double speed.
You can.
Wait, what? You can't?
I thought they added it so you can.
I don't know if it's on my phone. Might be on the television, maybe.
No. Hold on. I'm pretty sure you can.
That would be amazing.
They added it. Although it was a while ago, I thought.
That would help me out so much. Everyone talks so slow. I'm like, hurry up.
I watch all YouTube videos at 2x speed.
Me too. Mm-hmm. And then people are like, so you're not enjoying? It's like the same thing. It's like, no, it's like I can still understand everything that's going on at 2x speed. Even in audiobooks, it's like normally I won't do it 2x speed, but like sometimes like especially if I'm used to it, I can even go higher than 2x speed and understand like everything that's going on.
Yeah. I like 1.75 because then I feel like I'm listening enough.
Yeah, sometimes like I'll listen to the first chapter in 1.5, and then once I understand the characters, then I can bump it up to 2.
Hold on, let me click something. See if I can watch it at 2x speed on here.
If you're gonna change my whole entire life,
I'm pretty sure you can. Oh, let's turn the volume down.
2x speed.
All right. Speed. Oh, you can only do 1.5 times.
Oh.
But that's still faster than 1 time.
That's a little better than just 1. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. That's gonna help me out a little bit. That's awesome. I need to just figure out how to do it. Anyways,
all right. Any final thoughts?
This was fun. Did you have fun, Toni?
I did have fun. I was not planning on being so tired.
Yeah, that was not. I didn't plan that.
Fault.
Like for some odd reason, I'm like, yeah, let's do it anytime on Saturday. Because I forget that I work overnight.
I let you pick the time. I didn't really care. Wasn't your first suggestion like 11 a.m.?
Yeah, I was not thinking clearly.
I was thinking like.
I figured that I was off last night, but that is not the case.
I was thinking like I need to eat food before the sprint, so we can't do it that early because that's like 10 a.m. for me.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a sprint with Maeve tomorrow at. We normally do it around 5:30, so like 5:30. It should be on both of our channels if we can figure out how to do it on the manga squad one. We can put it out on both of our channels. So yeah, but it's gonna be at like 5:30.
Yeah, so it's not for this readathon, but
oh yeah, it's just
you can still read for that.
Sprints, but I am reading for the readathon on the sprints.
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Thanks everyone in the chat. You made it a lot more fun, even though that we went off on you.
Who do we go off on?
Well, I felt that because you're like, we need to stop replying to comments and read.
Oh, come on. The whole point is we need to read.
I know. I'm giving you shit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, don't play the outro. Don't do that. Just end the stream.